All right, welcome. Let's get started. So to begin our session today, let's take a moment to settle, and we'll do a short exercise with a few breaths for us to help us center as well as make an intention. So I invite you to sit back, close your eyes if you like, if you feel comfortable. And just notice your breathing that's going on all the time. And just being aware of the breath of air going in and air coming out. Just noticing, however shallow or deep it is in this moment. And next, with your guidance, guiding the breathing to go slightly slower and deeper, let's take 3 cleansing breaths. With each breath going a little bit slower and deeper. And as we breathe out, letting go a little. And let's also make an intention for next 45 minutes or so. Let's close the door in our mind wherever we are sitting. We'll come back to our day and many, many things to do. But for this next 45 minutes, make an intention to be present for ourselves, for our growth. And relaxed, calm with a smile. Let's come back, move our bodies left to right, or our toes or our fingers, and open our eyes whenever we're ready. All right, so welcome to the New You 12-week program that we have created to help you set and achieve your goals and resolutions. And together, we will all work together on whatever you have chosen. Introductions, my name is Jazz. I am a well-being coach. I'm certified in meditation, holistic health, positive psychology, and many kinds of meditations. I've been holding programs for many years. Those of you that are coming from meetup.com have had meetup groups over 15 plus years. We've held all-day seminars, weekly meetings, and so forth. My passion is to help you transform just the way I have utilized many of the techniques. So everything I share what has worked for me, what I've tried, what I've gone through. And again, the goal is to help someone, whoever needs it, to have clarity, to live your purpose. And on the right, what you see, from our yoga quote that you may have heard, the light within me honors the light in you. Each one of us has that light. We just need to practice for that to come out and for us to work with it. Also, some of you may have come from my blog, Reflect and Respond. And then I have Learn with Masters, a platform where many of us teachers come together and give, seminars, courses, workshops, and events. And also, I have a site, Master Game of Life, where I provide coaching services. So, just a little story on, finding and living my purpose. A couple of years ago when, the COVID happened, I was not able to do any of the events or the meetups and so forth. And also at work, stopped traveling. My day job, I used to travel a lot. And that's where I sort of found my way through reading the quotes, like some of the ones I'm showing you here, and then starting to use affirmations and quotes every day to stay motivated, to stay inspired. It helped me get out of bed And, this wonderful quote, just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day, really changed my outlook. And that's what I'm here to sort of share with you and bring those inspirations and motivations. And with that, I created a vision to always grow and share. And hopefully you'll find your vision as we'll go through this program. So with me also during the 12 weeks, we will have many teachers and coaches and instructors come, all the way from NLP, hypnosis, well-being, holistic health, health and happiness, sleep, hypnotherapy, mentoring, and so forth. So during different weeks, different instructors will be coming and sharing, what they practice and what they bring as techniques that work for them. So why did we create this program? I was researching last year and I found it very interesting that most of the people fail their resolutions by January 19th. Actually, it's termed as the Quitter's Day. And then another study found that 80% of the people abandon by the second week of February. So that led me to there has to be a better way. And that's where I was, I was asking this question on my social media as an example. If you think back, what goals did you really accomplish that you set? Now, we all have accomplished something. However, again, the question is, all that motivation and the energy that we all have at the start of the year often does not last, because we often rely on willpower versus utilizing motivation and inspirations, especially when life happens. So there is time for change, and this year let's together achieve the life that you desire. So how we'll be doing this, we will have three things. We'll have weekly themes, and each of the week that we meet, we will stretch and we will reflect on the topic. So the idea is not to have this academic, right? Something you read a book, something you hear a podcast, and then you forget about it. We'll put it into action. And that's the goal, is that hopefully during this session that you come attend, you will put it into some of it, you'll put it into action, and then you'll go back during the week and we'll all keep you motivated and inspired. So in our weekly themes, again, I've been also leading wellness programs for over 2.5 years as a volunteer for wellness practice. And some of the areas that I've found common, this is how I've set up the weekly themes. The first one is we'll start actually next week. Today is more of a planning and preparation to get us going. We'll get started next week and we'll start to work on committing to whatever actions you decide on today and this week. Week 2, we'll work on our purpose and value, where again, it will be very important when we go through why are we doing what we are choosing to do, and knowing who we are, what our values are. You'll discover some of that, and that will be a major North Star in your lives that will keep you pushing. Each week, we'll also do meditations, and week 2, we'll have a special mantra that will help you connect, hopefully, with your truth. Week 3, we'll look at overcoming blocks. We all have limiting beliefs. We have fears. What if I do this and no one comes? It doesn't succeed, and so forth. So again, we'll work on that, and we'll work on one of the top techniques in positive psychology, which is utilizing gratitude to counter the fears. Week 4, we'll work on intentions. We'll bring one of our coaches will bring a wonderful practice where you will choose, what you want to focus on. Instead of focusing on any and everything, you'll decide what you want to focus on. You'll create a well-being plan. You'll put in contingencies when it's snowing outside, when you're traveling and you cannot do what you said you will do. What will you do then? We will write our success story, and we'll also do a guided meditation on manifesting. Week 5, sleep is a big topic. We'll learn on how to improve our sleep, and so that we can wake up refreshed and we have energy. And how can we start our day? That will be our week 6, having a morning routine. You'll learn wonderful practices from Ayurveda. And week 7, we'll start to look at work-life balance. A lot of people, including myself, sometimes have a hard time shutting off the day, finding that balance. What does that mean to you? And week 8, we will start to work with holistic health. You'll take 2 quizzes, and they both will tell you what your mind-body type is and where you are out of balance right now. And then we'll start to work in week 9 on working to balance, first with movement. And then week 10, we'll balance our mind. Week 11, we'll balance our spirit. And then week 12, we'll celebrate our new you. So with that, again, to keep us flowing, one of the things that we will do is we'll do some stretching. So I invite you to join me in a few minutes of stretching. So if you can join me in standing, and let's begin with finding a balanced posture. See if you can bring your awareness into your body. Plant your feet. And for the next 10 to 15 seconds, just bring your attention to your feet. You can slightly bend your knees and lean forward, pressing your toes. And little by little, go from your toes towards your heels, touching every little part of your feet, skin to the ground or carpet or whatever you may be standing on today. Your feet should start to feel heavy, as if you're standing in a whole new way. And there you are, mindfully standing, present, connected, grounded. Let's slightly move left to right. And breathing in, let's bring our arms up above our head, stretch. And breathing out, let go and relax. Let's do it 2 more times at your own pace. Breathing in, stretch, and breathing out. One more time. And see if the 3rd time, as you breathe out, you can let go and smile a little. Force it if you have to. Feeling good, feeling alive, feeling. Let's take a pause. Next, we'll do a wonderful exercise called tapping. If you've never done it before, simply take your flat palm or a fist, and we'll start with our fingers. Start tapping on the arms, shoulders, back of the arms, switching sides. And you're waking up your body, and you're intuitively tapping on acupoints so the energy can flow, so the blockages can open to get you going. Listen to your body, skip part if you need to, spend more time if you need to in a certain place. You see how amazing this simple little exercise is to get you going. You can vary the pace, vary whether you spend more or less time. Pause, and we'll do 1 time for our lower body. So let's start from our back, around the waist, and we'll go down towards the top of the knee. And if you feel comfortable, you can continue, otherwise stay here. continuing down towards outside of the ankles, then inside of the ankles, and continue coming up. And lastly, ending at your stomach. And last one, let's kind of shake it off, either arms back and forth, letting go, or breathing in, and letting go. Wonderful. And with that, let's come back to our chairs, our mats. Glass of water if you need to. All right. So starting our journey, I love this quote and I use it often with every program that I start. It's a Chinese proverb. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step one, or sometimes it's said as one step. So preparation for our new year, for our new work that we'll be doing together, I have boiled it down to 3 key things for success for this week. And every week we'll keep it simple. 3 things that you can do every week. So the week 1 is get a journal or a diary. And I'm telling you from my personal experience that I often hesitated doing this. And this is one of the best things that you can start to do is to write it out. I cannot emphasize enough. There's something magical that happens when you write, especially, on paper with a pen in a cursive way. The information is plentiful. You'll attend many programs. Again, you'll read many books. But when you start writing, that can be a step as, you're sort of committing and you're putting it into action. So if you have a journal, if you have a diary, great, take that today. If you don't, I encourage you to order one. We'll share some links with you. And again, take the leap. Just try it, give it a try. If you have been writing, again, I encourage you to get a brand new one starting the year. And if you can, get a gold one. That will be your golden book. That will be your why and putting things into action. And again, we'll share some links with you in an email and in chat. And if you use our link, it's an affiliate link. That's one way that you can support us for this program. So number 2 now is to start to imagine the new you. So whatever that you want to achieve, it starts with a vision. And one of the ways we will do it different together this year is that, we'll do an exercise a little bit later, a guided meditation or a reflection, and we'll start to see what comes up. We'll start with whatever you may have, some rough idea. You may have, some theme, some specific thing that you want to do. We'll start with that. But that will be one way that you will go deeper and you'll actually visualize it. Now, this can be an aspiration, right? It can be spiritual aspiration. It could be a thought that you've had, I want to be healthy, but see whatever brings smile on your face. So this is where also one thing I'll encourage you is that instead of picking a goal or a theme or a resolution such as I will lose so much weight, or I will do this, instead of measuring it by a milestone, I encourage you, especially in the guided meditation that we'll do and what you'll choose, to instead think of how will that make you feel? Like, how will you feel after doing that? Such as if you'll be healthy, how will you feel when you're healthy? Okay. And not a problem if you're not sure, if you have many thoughts, that's why we're here. And again, we'll all together continue and go deeper. So some ideas, I put together 15 New Year resolutions for your health as an example. If you want to improve your physical health, it can be things like eating right, exercising, getting adequate rest and sleep, something we'll touch on. taking care of our body or self-care, practicing good posture, something that I went through when I was having back pain. That's one way I corrected things. Whether it's quitting smoking or drinking alcohol in moderation, or even something as simple as seeing your doctor, getting that checkup. And then on the mental health side, whether you want to manage your stress, anxiety, have healthy relationships, you want to be calm, you want to be mindful, practice positive self-talk or compassionate, or go see someone. Again, everything that we'll share, we are not licensed doctors or physicians. You may want to consider seeing a counseling if you feel you need to. So with that, the next wonderful quote that I have is that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So regardless of whatever we have done, we have tried different things. Some have worked, some have not worked. Let's all commit to taking action. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, let's together take action. And again, a reminder that there's something magical that happens. Matter of fact, let's take a moment right now. And even if you have a piece of paper that you can find or a diary, I invite you to take a minute or two and go get a pen, get a paper, get a diary. And just write one word that's coming to you in this moment. Okay, wonderful. And again, get a journal, diary, even a black piece of paper, and keep it with you. And now keep this paper on your desk as we'll continue. I encourage you to continue writing words, or as we'll do an exercise, what comes up in that exercise for you. All right, so with that, we'll start our little visualizing meditation here. So again, I invite you to sit back. I'm going to put some nice music here. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Let's relax our body. Let's relax our forehead, soften our eyes, relax our nose, ears, face, dropping the tongue. Relaxing our shoulders. Let's bring our attention again to breathing. That's always going on. It's simply a matter of just noticing it. Noticing or feeling the air going in as you breathe in. And relaxing and feeling the air as it comes out. And let's bring the word gratitude as we start today's reflection. In this moment, you can say the words or the affirmation, I am grateful. And add any other words after that, fill in the blanks. I am grateful for being alive, or for this time, for us to come together. Whatever else you have in your life, people, and see if your body relaxes. Invite your heart to slightly open up, bring a smile on your face. You're alive, your organs are working. You are healthy. And with that smile, let's let the body continue to breathe in its natural cycle. If you feel your breathing is shallow, one small thing that you can do is put one palm on your heart, one on your belly area, and simply guide with that thought, let the breathing go deeper. Again, if you notice any tension in any place in your body, just simply give a signal to your brain, to your body to relax. And next, let's visualize, let's imagine 3 months from now, what would you be feeling like if you did what you're going to choose starting today to commit, whether it's a goal, a resolution or resolutions, or a theme of what you want to do and achieve. Simply ask the question, what will I feel in 3 months? Go beyond the first words or any doubts that may come up. Simply peel the layers, staying with the breath. Imagine no limits. And see if it's an image that comes up, if it's a word that comes up, or if it's a feeling again. Stay with the question until you can get a smile on your face or something that resonates. Let's take 3 more breaths. And let's slowly start to come back. You can move your fingers, your toes, or your body side to side. No rush, taking your time. You can bring your palms together if you like, rubbing them. Feeling the warmth. You can put it over your eyes, your face, your head, hair, neck, shoulders, arms. Welcome back. So the next step is, again, to start our journal. Again, with a paper or diary, whatever you have in front of you, let's take a minute to jot down what came up, whether they were thoughts, there were feelings, images, or if it was a theme that emerged. 3 months from now, how would you want to feel? All right, we'll continue this, but just jotting down few words, and again, taking that action of writing. So with that, some of the inspirations I'll leave you with is that we generate fears when we sit. And one way to overcome our fears is to take action, however small it may be. Whether it is simply taking a 1-minute walk or eating, one strawberry or one fruit, whatever you choose to do, just takes one small action and you will, you will put the fear aside, at least for that bit. And then the second one on the right, I have a number of graphics here, and they all are talking about that knowing is not enough. So I, again, encourage you, inspire you, motivate you that put something into action just like you just now did, which is to write down a few words. So with that, we will close and we'll open it up as well. I invite you to share in the chat, what came up for you, or feel free if you like to unmute yourself and share. And we'll also be sharing with you, be putting in a chat and send you an email as well, a 1-minute survey. 2 reasons. One is give us feedback on what worked, what would you like different? And second is if we don't have your email address, or if you signed up but have not confirmed, then I can only send you so many emails if you're coming through meetup.com before they consider it spam, or from my personal email. So please take a minute afterwards to take a survey. So would anyone like to share?
Sure. Just really feeling content, happy in the new year, releasing past, releasing stress, releasing things I don't need, and just having, honestly, a fabulous life, having fun.
Beautiful. Thank you. And what came up, or what's your theme, goal, or resolution for this year?
It is really to experiment and have fun with different things. I saw lots of images like diamonds and lasers and colors like teal and lavender, very futuristic. That's basically what I saw.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And together we'll go a lot deeper and we'll hopefully help you define it, and all of us, and achieve it as well. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, and also intuition, using my intuition, because I have a lot of psychic gifts. So I want to use them.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jill. Anyone else? Wonderful. Supreet, thank you for sharing. You're feeling relaxed. Never thought of being APN. First day of the new year. Tears of joy, heavy emotions of releasing negativity. Yes, thank you, Naseem. I mean, you'll see, we'll share, and I'll, I've talked about, if you've attended any of my programs before, that it's quite interesting from positive psychology that we are unfortunately hardwired for negativity. And one of that quotes that I mentioned earlier, it was eye-opening for me that we have anywhere from 50 to 80,000 thoughts in a day. And this study showed that over 90% of them are negative, and 80% of them further are repetitive. But there is something that we can do, which is whether you use affirmations, like we used one today, I'm grateful, you can turn it around, or use something to counter it. So thank you for sharing that. So with that, if no one else is sharing, we'll see you next week. Again, please take our 1-minute survey, and I'll be sending out an email also with our social links. If you want to stay inspired and motivated, every day I'll be sharing, a affirmation or a motivating quote that will hopefully inspire you and keep you going on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. whichever Twitter, whichever one you choose. So every morning, read some inspiration, read a quote, take your diary or take your paper that you just had. And matter of fact, write welcome on it. Welcome 2023. Write down what you look forward to. Stay inspired, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.